Welcome to the 20-minute morning yoga stretch. We'll begin in extended child's pose. Separate your knees wide and walk your hands forward. Rest your forehead on your mat and take a big breath in and out to completely relax. Maintain this mindful breath throughout our practice today. Rise up into a tabletop position on your hands and knees. And feel free to take any movement to wake up your spine. And when you're ready, make your way to downward facing dog. And continue exploring movement to warm up your body. Now take a walk to the top of your mat, hang out in a deep forward fold. With your feet about hip distance, gentle bend in your knees, relax your neck, and feel your breath travel up and down your spine. Then toe heel your feet together to touch, and slide your hands up your shins and find halfway lift. Press your heart forward, roll your shoulders back, even your weight out in your feet, hinging from your hips. Big inhale. Exhale to forward fold with a soft bend in your knees. Now rise up into mountain pose, reaching your arms overhead. Then turn your hands towards each other and interlace your fingers. Slowly dive to the right. Lengthening out your whole left side body, drive down through your left heel as you reach up through your left wrist. Make sure that both shoulders stay open. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to center, then switch sides. Dive to your left, lengthening out your whole right side body. Drive down through your right heel, reach up through your right wrist. And keep equal distance between your ears and your shoulders. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to center, then open arm twist to the right. Reach your right arm back, left arm forward. Keep your hips squared off to the top of your mat as you stretch through your shoulders. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, open arm twist to the left, left arm back, right arm forward. Hips stay square to the front. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, mini back bend. Bend both elbows open like cactus arms and lift up through your heart. From here, bring your hands to heart center, find Samastitihi. Gaze just past your fingertips. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Soft bend in your knees so you can come all the way down. Find halfway lift. Inhale, long flat back. Then crouch and curl. Squat down into a tiny little ball. Use your hands to support your balance. Tuck your chin and relax your shoulders. Take a couple of deep breaths here, feeling your breath massage the muscles along your back. Make your way to downward facing dog. And take about 3 big breaths in this down dog. Remember your intention, the tone, the pace for this practice today. And on your next inhale, look up to your hands and bend your knees. As you exhale, step your feet to touch at the top of your mat. Find halfway lift. Inhale, then forward fold. Chair pose. Sit back into your hips and reach your arms overhead. Soften your shoulders and firm up your legs. Inhale. Exhale to airplane your arms. And if you're feeling powerful today, lift up on your toes. From here, Inhale to mountain pose, but lift your left knee so your left thigh is parallel with the mat. Then set up eagle. Cross your left arm underneath your right, bend at the elbows, cross again at the wrists. Cross your left leg above your right, and you can kickstand or double bind. Now set your gaze on one spot, something that won't move, so that you can focus and stay grounded. Sit deep into your hips. Lift your elbows up to shoulder height. Soften your shoulders down your back. Find your mindful breath. 3, 2, 1. Come back to your one-leg mountain pose. Left knee lifts. Big inhale. Exhale to step your left foot back, hands to the mat, low lunge. From here, reach your right arm high for a Dragonfly Twist. Big inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down, step your right foot back into downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look up, bend your knees. Exhale, step your feet to touch top of your mat. Find halfway lift, long flat back, then forward fold. Take chair pose once more, sit back. Then airplane your arms. If you did so on the other side, lift up to your toes. Keep your gaze set on that one spot. On your next inhale, find one leg mountain with your right knee lifting, right thigh parallel with the mat. Then take your time as you gracefully set up your eagle pose. Cross your right arm under your left arm, bend at the elbows, cross again at the wrists, and cross your right knee above your left. Kickstand or double bind. Lift your elbows and soften your shoulders. Gaze is set, breath is smooth. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to your one-leg mountain pose. Exhale, step it back into your low lunge. Add your Dragonfly Twist, reach your left arm high. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your left hand down, step your left foot back. Make your way to downward facing dog for one big breath in and big breath out. Step your right foot through to a low lunge. Spin your back heel down and rise up into a warrior 1. Hips are squared off to the top of your mat. Shoulders are soft. With your arms reaching overhead, drive down through the knife edge of your back foot, the pinky side edge of your back foot. Sink into your hips, and then interlace your hands behind your lower back. Roll your shoulders open. Take an inhale to lift up through your heart. Draw your gaze back. Exhale, hinge at your hips for humble warrior. Slide both shoulders inside of your front knee. Crown of your head reaches down towards the mat as your knuckles reach up to the ceiling. Set your gaze on one spot. Stay focused and find the breath that will keep you calm and grounded. Press your weight down through your feet. Lead with your knuckles. Inhale to rise. Release your hands, warrior 1. Exhale to open up, warrior 2. Now straighten out both legs and pivot your right toes parallel with your left. Hands to your hips, big inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward. Use your hands to support your balance. Let your head hang heavy. And feel your breath travel up and down your spine, knowing that you can add any other variation here for just a few more deep breaths. Now take your hands to your hips and inhale to rise. Exhale, settle into warrior 2, facing the top of your mat. Reverse warrior, right arm reaches high, big breath in. Breathe out, cartwheel both hands down to your mat, and make your way to down dog however you'd like to get there. Switching sides. Step your left foot through to a low lunge. Spin your back heel down and rise for Warrior One. With your arms reaching overhead and your shoulders soft, square your hips off to the top of your mat and anchor your weight down through the pinky side edge of your back foot. Sink a little bit deeper into your hips and interlace your hands behind your lower back. Roll your shoulders open. Inhale to lift up through your heart, draw your gaze up. Exhale to hinge at your hips and fold into your humble warrior. Knuckles reaching up to the ceiling, crown of your head driving down towards the mat. Breath is smooth, calm, and deep. If you struggle with balance in a posture like this, just remember to keep your gaze set on one spot so you're not distracted. And keep your weight anchoring down through your feet as if you were pushing the mat away. That should help. So from here, lead with your knuckles, inhale to rise. Release your hands, find Warrior One, then open up into Warrior Two. Straighten out both legs, and this time, settle into Goddess Pose. Heels in, toes out, both knees bending open. Take your hands to your thighs and drop your right shoulder down as you press your right thigh away. Then come back to center and switch sides. Drop your left shoulder down as you press your left thigh away. Then alternate between pushing opposite thighs away. Settle into your goddess squat. Bring your hands together at heart center and sink a little bit lower. Now inhale to rise. Exhale, find Warrior Two facing the top of your mat. Reverse warrior. Left arm reaches high. Then take both hands down to your mat, make your way to downward facing dog. Well done. Bring your right knee to your right wrist, ankle towards your left, and sink into a half pigeon. Take whatever variation of half pigeon serves you today, just settle in. Shift your awareness to your breath, how it feels within your body, and feel everything relax a little more with each exhale. One last big breath in and big breath out. If you lower down to your forearms, just walk your hands up and shift your weight to the right as you swing your left leg out and around in front of you. Bring the sole of your right foot inside of your left inner thigh. Flex your left toes back and square your hips off over your left leg as much as you can. Reach your arms overhead. Big inhale. Exhale to hinge from your hips and fold over your left leg. Let your hands rest wherever they fall. And feel your breath travel up and down your spine. One more big breath in and big breath out. Slowly rise and make your way back to downward facing dog. For half pigeon on your left side, bring your left knee to your left wrist, left ankle towards your right. Sink into your hips and take your time as you find a similar variation that you took on the other side. See if you can relax anything else. Get heavy. Big breath in. Big breath out. And come back up to your hands. Shift your weight to the left as you swing your right leg out and around in front of you. Bring the sole of your left foot inside of your right inner thigh. Square your hips off over your right foot as much as you can, right toes flexing back. Reach your arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale to hinge at your hips and fold over your right leg. And relax your arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Let your breath create space. Almost there. Big inhale. And exhale. Slowly rise and come to lie down on your back with your knees pulling into your chest for a full wind pose. Just hold on to your shins and feel your lower back soften as your shoulders relax and your belly presses into your thighs with each and every breath. Grab onto your feet, spread your ankles open. Keep your hips and your shoulders grounding, and you're welcome to stay still or add a little bit of movement or take any other posture that serves you for the next 30 seconds or so. And whenever you're ready, just release your legs long, let your feet fall open. Take your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. With your eyes gently closed and your jaw relaxed. Completely settle into this Shavasana. Some call this the most important pose in your entire yoga practice. It's here that you train your body and your mind to go from 60 to 0 in seconds. Big breath in and big breath out. Reach your arms overhead, take a long body stretch, stretching from toe tips to fingertips. And take your time as you curl up on one side. Consider your Shavasana like your reset. So then this pose, this fetal position, is like your reawakening. Press yourself up to seated and bring your hands together at heart center. Starting this day over brand new. And we'll seal our practice with a bow. Namaste.